Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and today I'm in the house with the TwoSun. This is the TwoSun 33, and I got it right over here. This guy comes with this pouch, nylon padded, zippered, regular. And then we get this knife right over here in the pouch, and ready to be rock and rolling and to be reviewed. So, first of all, big shout out to my buddy Brandon for sending these goodies along, so I'm able to review them and share my impressions with you. Second of all, guess what? Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. That's easy. That was quick. All right. You know what you can also do? Check out Fablades.com and at Fablades on Instagram. Let me know what you guys think. Look at this milling right over here. Titanium frame lock. M390 steel for this front flipper Tanto-esque blade from TwoSun, made in China. This thing is going to be around 120, 150 bucks. It is well made. I mean, it's a budget knife. It has these scales with a pretty interesting milling. Actually, the look at this. I mean, the shadows created by it's creating nice reflection. It's yeah, it's pretty good. There's a pretty unique milling going on for sure. The edges are not sharp. I mean, this is not sharp, of course, but kinda strange feeling. Like I'm used to some milling in the handles, but these are interestingly different. It creates some nice texturing for sure. There is pretty a little bit of internal chamfering, but definitely no internal milling in these scales. No internal skeletonization. There's just a little bit of opening here. It's not really a finger groove. This is just like to access the lock bar. Nice, easier. Also, you have right over here, a nicely geared backspacer, which is following the contours of the handle pretty nicely and reaches the tip of the blade right up to this point. Is this going to protect the blade? No, because look at this. I can snag my finger and just lift the blade like that. So if I'm able to do that, it means I'm able just to touch the tip of the blade, which shouldn't be an option. Like I shouldn't be able to do this. So that's one thing, but I mean, it's not like extremely dangerous, but still you just do like this and you might get cut. On the back is better. And then you have this, you see, you can even do like a slow roll. You have some nice chamfer on the edges, so that's not sharp at all. You have you don't have any linear roll option for this knife. You get pretty straightforward design. I mean, just parallel lines, maybe just a little bit like sweeping, just widening a little bit here on the back, but mainly just a straight line. The good thing is I like it's just the blade just sweeps down, like maintaining the overall design. Too bad for the tip of the blade. The construction also super simple. You can check my maintenance video if you want to know how to take this guy apart. You're gonna need a T8 Torx bit driver to disassemble this fella. But if you notice, like these two screws, for example, why? I mean, these are body screws. One is just Chicago screw going through the backspacer, like is this one, but this is just catching this one to keep also the clip in place. So they could have done like a hidden screw pocket clip, but I understand. But what I don't understand is why they use two different screws, like different size of the head, different shape too. One is dome, the other is flat. I don't know. It's just there. Pivot looks good. It's like a nice closed. I think this is non-spinning pivot on the back. It's like a custom pivot. It's nicely done, but still with a T8 Torx bit. And then you get a couple of screws to to keep in place the stainless steel lock face insert, which is sporting an over travel lock bar stabilizer in place. That's pretty good. And I mean, pretty simple construction going on over here. Also pretty simple pocket clip, which is following the milling underneath, so that's good. It creates like this shimmering pattern going on. That's interesting. Also, of course, this pocket clip, it's not reversible. As you can see, you cannot mount it on this side. It's just gonna stay on this side. Tip up carry only. Nice tension, I have to say. This much knife is gonna be sticking out, and it's made of titanium with the same anodized tone of the handle. That's pretty good. Also, what I want to show you guys right over here, I mean, the blade, it's M390 steel. It's pretty thick stock. You get some jimping, which is not functional. It just doesn't really feel much. You get a swedge, which is reaching almost to the tip, just missed by a little bit right there. You see, right there. And then you have, like, of course, a tanto, like flat grind for the entirety of the length of the blade. You have a straight edge here and just a gentle belly for this bevel right over here. Very thick behind the edge. You can actually see it from here. It's not thin. It just thickens up pretty quick. In fact, you see the grind is not that tall. You have this flat, which is retaining the thickness, the full thickness of the blade pretty quick, you see. Billboarding TwoSun. Logo M390 night morning design. Not really a fan of even like a sentence on the blade. Not my thing, but still, it just doesn't matter. Like for cutting purpose, it's gonna be all right. Plunge grind is kind of like hidden, just like it's parallel to the end of the scale, and I like that. Sharpening choil going on, so no issues when you're gonna be sharpening. I'm not sure about the hardness of this M390 steel made in China, but it might be good. We should do like a test, like a video, like to try and really cut and see the durability of this M390 steel. And then, guys, we got this sound. Very quiet, super, almost silent when you close the blade. Very, very discreet. I also want to check the weight because it's quite substantial. I mean, this knife is not huge, but the weight is there. 4.1 ounces for this guy over here, which in the hand it's okay. I mean, it's a little bit like a stick, like a straightforward design, so not very contoured, so not super comfy in the hand, but also not like uncomfortable. Not really many hot spots. It's just like square, a little bit boxy, but it's doable. You can do it. The lock bar axis is all right. It's very nicely designed, actually. You see, like there's this cut out, which is neat and follows the contour there. So nice thought going on over there for sure. And then you get pretty much, I mean, this handle, like you can do a reverse grip, but being this straight and this rectangular, it's not the most comfortable of them all. The texture for sure is gonna like make this handle like very grippy and not slippery for sure. And it's actually also adding a little nice visual touch to this knife. Fit and finish is pretty good. I don't see anything like, you know, jumping to my eyes to say it's obnoxious. Just the tip, you know, it's just sticking out. I can do that, but everything else, it looks pretty well put together. The clip ramp works well. It's not too stiff, so it also works. You get, of course, a pivot with bearings running around it, and that's why the deployment method of this front flipper, it's pretty good. You disengage the lock bar, this guy wants to fall, and look at this. Look at this. That's a very nice gliding shot. Action. So very cool. The sound also is very good, we said. So there is some nice stuff to this knife over here. The detent also is all right. There is also, guys, a detent ball ramp. So there's no hard step going on. very, very cool. I mean, it has a lot of boxes checked, especially for the price. What I really don't like from the aesthetical point of view is this tip like just sticking out like this. Not my favorite. I also am not a fan of the sweeping like smiling knife like that. I would have preferred something straight, but in this case it's fine. I mean, this is of course like a budget knife. There's for sure better than this, but of course there's much worse than this for sometimes a higher price. So there you have it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned.